Go and do this for my city. I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions here in Los Angeles.
Welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we're not the ride nobody with. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy Yanni at Yanni hits. Those so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see belly. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. And babies for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them know that the same. Me and them know that the same. All that they don't know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Pierce. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on the extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
From the 44, Rodgers. That caught by Tremble. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Panthers at 0-9 now on the year, and it has really been a slog.
And it's been such a struggle for them because they found no consistency anywhere. Special teams has let them down. Offense, defense, the coaching, you name it, it's been a really difficult season for them. And people are looking for that lightning bolt to strike where they can put it all together and win a game.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 20. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
Was not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep.
And he goes down. It's a sack. In his own 3-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Patterson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Falcons 14, Panthers nothing. Younghoe Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Panthers take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay popped.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, they'll throw.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back to throw now on first down. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here. Throw caught here by Bird. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ready, ready.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Second and 4. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken at around the 40. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Quick throw to Olave.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The slot man in motion right.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That'll be caught downfield by Byrd. Touchdown, Falcons! Damiere Byrd, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 14. Young Wei Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no. Discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88. Yeah, there.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch the defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete to Zaccheaus. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly in.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Here's Rodgers.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers again now.
The pass caught by Olave. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
42, Panthers 14.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Get 300. Get 300. Inside.
Now Rodgers. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He completes it to Olave. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll run here with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd down and inches. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Straight ahead, Patterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts. than to stop them on defense without using them.
That good for 22 and a first down. Here's Patterson again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down, a run with Patterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion goes the tight end. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Damiere Byrd with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
26.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once more, they turn to Patterson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Patterson running between the tackles. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
One more time with Patterson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams,